Alrighty, first things first. Hi again, my name is Asia, and what I'm going to discuss right now is just qualification. What actually qualifies you to be a flight attendant? I know when I was researching it, it was really scary because they had so many different things stating like, oh, well, you have to have this body type, or you have to have this type of education, you have to have this type of background, you have to have this type of personality. And it was just a lot of different things hitting me all at once. And what I came to find out is that when I actually went ahead and did it, a lot of those things have went out the door because of the FAA, and just how times have changed for the industry. I know my biggest thing was, well, your body type. When I was looking it up, it was always talking about, oh, you have to be, extra skinny. You have to be, body proportioned. Well, I'm not the skinniest chick. I'm not the biggest chick. Or, they say you have to be a certain height. I'm only 4'11". That's not tall at all. And that's not, right now, that's really not something that they're necessarily looking at. I see a lot of short people. I see a lot of tall people with body types. I've seen big people and I've seen small people. So it's not something that I think that they're necessarily looking at nowadays. I do know that back in the day, of course, that was a big thing. You had to be extra skinny. You had to be extra tall. That definitely was something they were looking for. But at this time in the industry, I honestly can say that that's not the case anymore. You can be yourself. You can be 4'11". You can be 6 foot tall. Doesn't matter anymore. Then another thing was the age, 21 and up. A lot of older people have asked, well, I'm too old to get in this industry. I've always wanted to do it, but, how can I actually do it? I'm old. They don't care. You can be of age. You don't have to be still in your 20s to be a flight attendant. If you have a dream, then you go after it and you do it. I've seen a lot of older people. A lot of people retire in this career because it's such a gratifying job. A lot of people I see, I've talked to, they started off at a very young age, 21, and then they've been here up to their 60s. The possibilities are endless. You don't have to be a specific age to be in this career. Don't let people make you feel like that you have to be, because you don't. Then also your personality. Personality is very important. Now that is something that they really look for. They want to see what type of personality you have. Are you able to deal with, an irate person and still have a smile on your face while you're thinking something else inside your head? But they would never know. That's what type of attitude they want to see, that you can handle things and not crack under pressure, because that's very important, not to crack under pressure, because you will have things thrown at you left and right and it's all hitting you at once. Because when you're boarding an airplane, you have 20 minutes flat, get it done, get everyone their seat, and you have 20 different things going on all at the same time, while you still having to do all your announcements. You're still having to make sure all those bags are under the seat. You still having to make sure everyone's phone is off. You still have to make sure you do that safety demonstration. You have to make sure that the captain's okay, the first officer's okay, the other flight attendant's okay, the gate agent is done getting everybody on board. It's just chaotic. It's just a whole bunch going on all at one time. But it's gratifying and you learn to love it. Okay, then job history. What they really want is to know as far as what kind of background you have as far as customer service, because that's all you really do. That's your, other than safety, which is number one, of course, providing safety to everyone on board, you have to have that background in customer service, because you deal with a lot of different, scenarios, a lot of different personalities, and nothing prepares you better than customer service background. And like I stated in my first video, I came from fraud investigations, and I did loss prevention. And then before that, I was a manager at Fazoli's, and that set me up really well for the career path that I was taking as far as trying to become the flight attendant. So, I mean, if you don't have any customer service skill, I wouldn't discourage you from still applying, but I would say go get a job at a restaurant or something so you can get some experience, because it's pretty important. But I'm not discouraging anyone from applying, even if you don't have any background in that. My roommate in training, she's a hard A. She's really hard, bad A, Billy Bad A. And she cracks me up. She's really cool, but her personality is hardcore, and you have to have a really soft personality, but she still does a wonderful job. So I don't discourage anyone from applying, even personality wise or whatever background you come from. Just still apply. And also, you have to be willing to get out of your comfort zone. And when you get in that interview, the first thing they're going to really ask you is that, are you willing to relocate? Point blank. Because at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to end up at home. You're going to end up somewhere alone. You don't have, maybe you won't have any family there. I lucked up. I was able to get based at home. Thank heavens. I was able to get based at home. But some people aren't fortunate enough to get that opportunity. And you have to deal with commuting. You have to deal with not being home on holidays. You have to deal with not being home on your birthday. Someone may get ill. You may not be able to be home at that time. And those are really the things that you have to consider, because it's a really good chance that those factors come into play. Sorry about that. That was my phone. I didn't know it was on. But definitely that's something that you want to look into as far as when you're thinking about becoming a flight attendant. Really think hard about that, because it's a different lifestyle. You're not home. You're definitely never home, really. I'm home pretty much 13 days out of the month, and if I'm not at home those 13 days out of the month, I'm traveling and having a good time, because at the end of the day, this is a really great lifestyle. You get to adventure, you get to see different things, and it's really worth it, if you're willing to sacrifice and really get in there and do what it takes. And those are kind of some things I jotted down. Those are really big questions that I had for myself when I was applying. The age, body type, personality, job history, and are you willing to get out of your comfort zone? Those are kind of my questions that I was asking myself and also looking for when I was looking online to get information. So hopefully that's helpful for you guys. And like I said, if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to comment below, and I'll be more than happy to provide you with more information. I'm going to update a little bit more information probably here in the next 2 days or so. Maybe some I'm really going to go into detail on regards to what you have to pay, because there's a price to be paid becoming a flight attendant, because some trainings you don't get paid for, some trainings you do get paid, but you're not seeing that money till the end. So you have to really consider that. You have to consider the things that you have to bring with you, but I'm going to get to that on a later note. So you guys have a great night. I'm here in Hayden, Colorado, so I'm about to call it a night because I have to be at work, and our bus leaves at 5 a.m. so I have to get some sleep. Alright, but like I said, ask any questions you like. Again, my name is Asia. I'm new to YouTube, so bear with me. I'm not technically inclined, as I would call it, but hey, we'll get through it together. Alright, have a great night.